I'm happy to be able to come and speak to you all today, about dreams and goals and visions and things like that. Violin was everything, and it still is everything to me. It's a voice. My name is Ashanti Floyd, also known as the Man Violinist. People gave me that name at school because they said the way my bow hairs would fly off. I remember in high school, my first time bringing my violin to school, I played a hip-hop song and everybody went crazy. 6-time Grammy-nominated string arranger. I do travel around the world. I'll be playing in Dubai at the end of this month with The Weeknd and Post Malone and Sam Smith. Coming to West Palm Beach to speaking to the kids today is like coming home, and I'm here just to inspire and tell these kids to be great. When you have a passion, it's all about working hard and being consistent and not letting anyone tell you what you can't do. Music is a huge form of discipline and respect. If you take that away from the school program, you take away thousands of opportunities.
I'm gonna slow it down a little bit, give you a little bit of my roots. Shout out to my mom up here in the front row. Mom, stand up. You're too pretty to sit down. Come on. She taught me how to play the violin, y'all. Starting at the age of 3. How long have you been playing violin now, Mom? 50 years? Y'all know I gotta get my mom up here sometime. It allowed me to touch anything outside of classical music besides gospel until I was 13 because she was so strict on my fundamentals. And the first song that I learned at the age of 13 was by Bill Withers outside of classical and gospel, and it's called Ain't No Sunshine. Y'all gonna sing this? Come on, Sam.
T-Pain and I grew up together. I produced some of his music. I toured with Lupe Fiasco. I do all the string arrangements for Nicki Minaj on all her albums. I've produced and arranged for John Legend and Tasia and Drake and Lil Wayne. I mean, the list just goes on. And from all of that work, I have 6 Grammy nominations. And I feel like I'm still just getting started because the opportunities are endless, From the theory that I learned on the violin, I went on to play a lot of instruments. I can play up to 30 instruments. When I go in the studio, I put whole samples together for people. Sometimes I'll make an original sample and I'll sell them to producers and they become songs on people's albums from playing the piano and the bass. And I get to go in the studio and be the full orchestra by myself, So I have a pretty cool job, not only in the studio, but on stage with some of these artists. And I get to go around and teach young people, such as yourself, which is probably the most fun thing of all of those things.
On top of that, what was also important was the classical. All of that, all those experiences, don't let go of anything. Just because you see a lot of violinists on YouTube playing hip hop and things like that, younger violinists, always give them advice and say, hey, just because you have an outlet now to play many of those things doesn't mean that you stop learning classical music and fundamentals. The ones who continue to learn those fundamentals and continue to learn the things that he's teaching you and all your teachers here are teaching you, those are very important. And the people that stay in tune with all of that are the people that will eventually go out and do the best.